Despite feeling jittery like having 3 espressos, Poirot minded his own business here for vacation, not detective work. Even when he saw Alina gearing up for solo sailing, Poirot just jotted down her excuses without butting in. After all, he's a polite detective. As noon approached, everyone gathered at the tennis court, with the tycoon and the seamstress squabbling over who got there first. What a riveting debate. A shell scream cut through the air as the producer came sprinting, yelling for Poirot's name. Looks like the detective's intuition was spot on. Tragedy struck. Alina was found dead on the beach, and soon, cops arrived by speedboat. Because he was chummy with Poirot and Hastings, this guy joined them at the crime scene, and after the coroner's quick check, the truth was chilling. Alina was clearly strangled, and the fingerprints on her neck suggested it belonged to a man add in the last time Poirot saw her, and the plot thickens. Estimated death time, 10:30 noon, considering her solo sailing. The case started to clear up clearly. A mysterious figure lured her to this secluded beach, and for some reason, she ended up with a tragic snip-snap. If there's anyone who wanted Alina dead, the suspects on this island could form a basketball team. Leading the lineup is definitely that laid-back, gruesome businessman. The betrayal of marriage brings shame and rage that could make anyone contemplate murder. And next up is Jack's wife. Whenever Alina got cozy with Jack, Sarah's jealous glares were like poison arrows, lethal, mind you. And let's not forget the major, the seamstress, the producer. Everyone seems to have a bone to pick with Alina. On this isolated island, it seems like only Hastings and Poirot can claim innocence. As Poirot prepared to question everyone, glasses on the beach caught his eye. After carefully comparing sizes and recalling all hotel guests, Poirot deduced the glasses belonged to the injured son. Even more unsettling was that this boy publicly declared he wished for Alina to vanish forever. Could this angry little brat be the killer? However, just as Poirot was about to head back to the hotel, he stumbled upon a shard of glass in the bushes. This piece of glass looked like it once belonged to some container that held brown liquid. When Hastings suddenly remembered, producer mentioned he nearly got whacked by a glass bottle dropping from above while passing through here this morning. Following Poirot's gaze, it's Alina's room. Though the glass meaning is unclear in the detective's lexicon. The smaller the detail, the higher the chance it could crack the case wide open. Thus Poirot began interrogating that injured boy. To everyone's surprise, that boy had an alibi that seemed airtight. He first admitted the glasses were indeed his, but had no clue how they ended up on the beach. He told Poirot that on the day of the incident, he was at the mainland library digging through some materials, and when he returned to the island around 9:30, he ran into Jack's wife, Sarah, who mentioned she was heading to the beach to sketch and invited him to join her for some chill time. Then the boy had to swim while Sarah stayed on the shore painting until 11:45 when the tennis match was about to begin. They parted ways to return to the hotel, and Poirot scrutinized the boy's youthful face. His gut feeling told him the boy didn't seem to be lying. Poirot then turned to the injured father but still couldn't squeeze out anything satisfying in terms. According to the injured man, he was glued to work that day and had been typing away in his room since 9 a.m. He claimed he hadn't stepped out until after 11, and when Poirot checked with the hotel staff, they corroborated his story. However, one detail left the great detective scratching his head. According to the staff's memory around noon, he thought he heard someone showering in a guest room right around the time of Alina's murder. Poirot suddenly put the pieces together. The murderer might have been washing off sand brought back from the beach. This discovery not only validated his initial judgment, but it also confirmed one more thing. The killer was definitely among these guests. Poirot then proceeded to interrogate the rest, picking up some crucial leads. First up was Sarah, whose testimony almost mirrored that of the boy she had been sketching on the beach and then headed straight to the tennis match. However, she revealed an important nugget. Last night, while on her hotel balcony, she accidentally eavesdropped on a call Alina was having. The content didn't confirm blackmail, but she didn't know the caller. Was Alina's death linked? Lastly, Jack and the producer, who found the body. Poirot remembered seeing them at the tennis court. This was around 11:15 a.m., when Jack had even inquired about Alina's whereabouts. Though Poirot recalled Alina's pre-sailing request, he kept silent, leaving Jack clueless, who then voted with the producer. To outsiders, Jack had the perfect alibi, but Poirot thought otherwise. Anyone could see there was something fishy about Jack and Alina's relationship. After Alina was brutally murdered, he seemed as chill as a cucumber at the gym. It's definitely suspicious. Lamentably, lacking hard evidence made Poirot hold off for now, asking Jack to detail how he found Alina's body, saying they hadn't been boating for long. And then they came across Alina on that secluded beach, lying there like she was sunbathing, honestly, more like a discarded doll. At first, they naively thought Alina was just having a nap. How innocent. Until Jack finally realized this beauty was lifeless. According to Jack, he intended to let the producer stay put while he dashed off to call the cops. The producer evidently didn't want to hang out with the cops, leading to the scene at the tennis court. Jack's explanation seemed plausible, but Poirot couldn't shake that nagging doubt. While the detective pondered, the seamstress arrived with a key clue. She recalled Arlene entering a cave around 11 a.m. She had seen Arlene go into a cave alone near the crime scene, and how lucky was it that? That's the treasure hunt spot the producer mentioned. Poirot hurried there. But as soon as they stepped into the cave, they caught a whiff of a familiar scent, just like in Arlene's room, proving she had definitely been there.